Hi, and welcome to this week's Ask Mike Riley, where you email your questions into us and we answer them right here on the show. Mike, my first question for you is from Derek in Carrollwood, and he writes, Mike, a dear family member has just passed away and has left us a considerable amount of money. The amount is well over $1 million. We are very concerned about how much in taxes we will have to pay. What can we do to potentially reduce the amount of taxes on this?
Derek, first, I'm sorry to hear about your loss. Whenever we meet somebody in that situation, the first thing we'll instruct them to do is really understand where that $1 million is coming from. What source is it coming from? Is it coming solely from life insurance, which would be tax-free? Or perhaps are there IRAs there, which are taxable upon receipt? And in a lot of cases, people have retirement accounts when they pass away. So we want to make sure that we structure those in a way in which you're not going to lose a large sum of it to taxes. In a lot of cases, you probably don't need all that money at once. So the tax rules allow you to take a distribution over a 10-year period. Now, you can shorten it up, of course, but if you could string it out, your taxes are going to be far less than they would be if you took a lump sum all at once.
My next question is from Brenda in Indian Rocks Beach, and she writes, Mike, I'm trying to figure out if we can retire. We are both in our early 60s, and we're wondering if $900,000 is enough to retire on today. We would like to maintain our lifestyle.
Yeah, great question. So there's a lot more that's involved in just looking at the sum of money you've acquired, right? We have to really understand, what is your budget? What is your expectation for retirement? Are you going to take vacations that are $5,000, or are you going to take vacations that are $30,000? What are your fixed expenses and what are your variable expenses? Typically, we're going to tell you to go back through your checkbook for the last 12 or 18 months and determine what your cost of living is. Everybody's cost of living is a bit different. And then we're going to look at your fixed income sources. Those could be things like Social Security, they could be pensions. And then we're going to look at your investments that you have and how you have those structured, and whether or not we're going to need some of that money to help supplement our cost of living. And then we'll run you a report and we'll show you, will we run out of money before we run out of life? And that's really important, Mark, because we don't want to see them working at Sam's when they're 90.
Mike, tell me if this is a fair statement. Yes, the amount of money that you accumulated is important, but really the strategy that you put in place. And for example, there could be someone with these folks that have 900,000. There could be another person that has, I'm going to make up a number here, Mike, 1.8 million. But the strategy itself might potentially pay them the same amount in retirement every month.
It really all boils down to that, Mark, and you really have to understand where you are and where you're trying to go. And then what we do, we're like a backstop. We're going to guide you along that pathway, and we're going to help you understand what pitfalls might lie ahead. So we might want to prepare for those and have emergency funds set aside. Believe it or not, Mark, dental care is really expensive as you get older. I'm finding out people are spending upwards of $30,000 or $40,000 on dentures.
Hey, and my last piece of this, because I know that you're a proponent of perhaps mitigating some risk in your portfolio so that, hey, that 900,000 will stick around till you get to age 100.
Yeah, absolutely. So sometimes we're going to use products that are going to give you a fixed, guaranteed rate of return and actually give you security and let you sleep well at night. And then sometimes we've got our portion of your portfolio in the market, but that's our long-term bucket, and we're going to be able to stomach the rides of the ups and downs of the market, and we sleep better at night knowing we've got some guarantees there, Mark.
Mike, thanks so much. If you want more information about anything we spoke about here today, hey, give us a call in the office or go to our website.